Hello, this is Ray. When I was a teenager, I started to shave. Unwillingly at first, and then I started to take note of the Norelco commercials I saw on TV. For some strange reason, one of them stood out and caught my attention. That one for the Norelco triple floating head shaver. I wanted that razor, and got it for my 16th birthday. At least I think it was for my 16th birthday. And for some reason which I cannot explain exactly, that razor got me enthusiastic about shaving. When the Philips Norelco razor that I had gave out, I tried various other brands of razor, and then in 1987 I quit shaving altogether and didn't shave again until 1999 when I returned to Louisiana. At first, I started with a hand razor, and then 10 years later decided it was high time to go back to the Philips Norelco brand, of which I had such fond memories as a teenager. I've tried the 7340 and the 7310, both of which have served me reasonably well. Neither one is a wet-dry model, however, unlike this one, which is the Norelco AT895. The AT stands for AquaTouch. What comes in the bag? The box, rather? This travel pouch, which I don't need. This cleaning brush, which as you can see on one side, has the flat side that's for cleaning the sideburn brush. And then there's the round side here, as you can see, for cleaning the heads. So, we'll keep that on the laboratory here. Another thing that comes with the razor is the AC adapter, which you can see is plugged in to the light fixture. And this is the charging stand. Now, in the strictest sense of it, you really don't need the charging stand to charge the shaver. You can plug it right into the outlet and it will charge directly. A word about voltage inputs. You don't have to buy any European converter plugs for this razor because it will take voltages directly from 100 volts to 240 volts, or 249 volts. And at last, this is the shaver itself. It is a wet-dry razor. You can tell it's got, you see where the switch is? It's protected by a rubber thingy, and the cover is a little different too from the 7340 and the 7310 because it's got the little grooves, and that's how you can tell, without being able to see it, how to install it. And this is the triple head razor itself. The heads are the HQ8 heads, which will fit into any shaving unit from the 7310 to the AT895. By shaving unit, what I mean is this thing here. But first, that's the sideburn trimmer. It pops up and then it goes back down. And this is the shaving unit, which pops open. That part is the shaving unit with the three heads, and they have to go in the proper positions, otherwise it won't work. And there's the center ring that holds the whole assembly together, the center locking ring, followed by the retaining frame in which the heads are, and the main frame of the shaving unit, which can come apart from the razor. There are several characteristics that make this floating head literally be exactly what it claims to be. The spring action of each of these heads is partly due to the retaining frame, not this big outer frame that you see, but the one here under the retaining ring that has a kind of spring action to it. And another big secret that makes these heads as flexible as they are the three shafts onto which the heads go. They each can pivot in and out and they move this way, that way, and that way. And that's how the heads are so flexible. Now, this razor can be used wet or dry. Look at my face. Haven't shaved in a while. And now I'm going to show you the awesome power of this shaver. When I bought this from Amazon, it cost me $68.47. So here we go. Even when shaving dry, it doesn't pull, even if I haven't shaved in a week. If you use a light touch, it will eventually grab everything it needs to grab. It's beginning to work. Keep in mind, I went for a week without doing this, so it may take a little while to grab everything, but it does. As I say, I really didn't shave with any degree of enthusiasm until I started using this. Or one like it in the 80s. This is quite a nice razor, actually. Now look at the difference already. See the difference? It's not quite where it should be, but it's a lot closer. I mean, that is after a week of not having shaved. Let me come under here a bit. Get some of this. Really, I normally keep it up every day. I don't get this dramatic with it. And if you're concerned about pulling, it doesn't pull. It hasn't pulled one time since I started using this. This is amazing. I just love this razor. This one stands as my favorite of all the Philips Norelco razors that I've ever tried. So I could talk more, but that wasn't the pull. That was just me thinking out loud. Don't worry. Now, just to show you the contrast, look at this side of my face. Look here. And look at this side of my face. Still as it was before I started using this razor. See the contrast? Look at that beautiful contrast. Now, this side of my face, see, it's still, it's not quite, you know, it's It's as though I had shaved yesterday. Work on it a little more. Use a light touch. That's the trick, to use light touch with this baby, because she wants to grab everything that you can give her, you know. But still, the contrast is unbelievable. I mean, look at that contrast. I mean, look at it. Now, this is the most difficult spot for me under the neck. See? Look at that. And while I'm doing that, look at the contrast. That side of my face and this side of my face. Look again, the contrast. That side and that side. That side and that side. This, folks, is a testament to the perfection of the Philips Norelco AT895, which is a wet dry razor, don't forget. You can use it the way I'm using it now, or you can use it in the shower. Why waste time taking a shower or bath and then shaving afterward? Why not do both at the same time? That's what this razor is made for. See, if I wanted to, I can stop shaving here. Open up the shaving unit, give it a little rinse underneath there, under the water, making sure it's hot water, you know. And again, I can't resist showing you the contrast again. Look. That versus that. That versus that. You know, and again, for extra emphasis, I point out to you. This versus that. Again, the contrast to put out the beautiful perfection of this Philips Norelco razor. Again, I show you, and again I emphasize, the contrast. This versus that. See, now I can stop rinsing, put the shaving unit back on, and then continue. And don't worry, it's just a little warm from the water. And if you know, and I find that for me, wet shaving is better, so. I mean, folks, you can't beat this. Razor, you just can't beat it. It's unbelievable. Now, I've only been working on this side of my face for about 2 minutes. I look the difference already I made. See? What I told you. This razor is absolutely worth what you'll pay for. You won't get a better razor than this. You know, I know there are more expensive razors out there. I know there are more elaborate razors out there. But with economic times the way they are, folks, this razor is absolutely awesome. It's every bit worth what you'll pay for. I mean, you can't beat this razor, folks. I mean, this even beats a hand razor. And I shaved with the other razors. The Gillette Mach 3 was pretty good, but folks, this razor is flippin' awesome. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and finish up here, and I'll be back. Just a little hot water to rinse it. I mean, folks, what more powerful testimony could you want of the perfection of this Philips Norelco AT895 than the perfection of this shave. I mean, look at the perfection. Look at it. I just put the shaver on the charging stand here with one hand. It's possible with one hand. And you let it dry there for, it takes about a half hour to dry. All right, folks. That was a little bit of me before, and that was a little bit of me during, and this is me after the perfection of a Philips Norelco shave from the AT895. Now I ask you, what more could you want than the perfection of this shave? I mean, this, folks, after not having shaved for just about a week. You saw me at the beginning of the video. You see me now. This is the perfection of the Philips Norelco AT895. Look for it at Amazon and other fine retailers. And this review is brought to you honestly, directly by me, and I'm proud to have brought it to you. Thank you.